A morning routine is very important because whenever you have to get going with all the lists you have to get done throughout the day, it's important to have a morning routine just with you and yourself that can really help you prep your mind and brain into a good positive state where you feel motivated and you feel like you're energetic to tackle your day. Growing up, I've always been this rebellious kid who didn't care about grades, to working at a job where I had to build my own workstation with Photoshop props. I've come a long way. On my channel, I share how I got here with tips and tricks and life lessons I've learned along the way. And today we're talking about morning routine. I used to be the biggest night owl ever. I would scroll on my bed until my body literally collapses. I cannot stay awake. Like, I would stay awake until the very moment my body tells me that, no, you have to sleep right now at this second. And till then, I would put down my phone. And that's such a bad habit because it's a vicious cycle where I woke up and I feel like crap. I didn't want to do anything. And once I regained my energy somehow throughout the day, it was already evening and I wanted to do something that's productive, and that led me to sleep late again. It was a vicious cycle filled with burnt out, guilt, and wasted days. If you ever felt stuck in that cycle, you're not alone. My day started changing after I've incorporated a morning routine, and today I'm sharing that with you all. These are the tips that help me balance the 9 to 5 at Disney, 3 side hustles, and building my skill in music production and DJing. This morning routine has helped me from repeating myself in that vicious cycle to getting me closer to my personal goals. And it all starts at the night before. I know how hard it is to stop what you're doing and go to bed because your mind has been racing for the entire day. But what I found really helpful personally is to set a strict time that you have to shut everything off and go to bed. For me, it used to be 12 a.m. Now it's 11 p.m. My goal is 10 p.m. but we have to work gradually towards that goal, right? But for me, setting a very strict time for me to just stop everything, stop whatever I'm doing and go to bed has been greatly helpful. And if you watch my previous videos, you know that prioritizing the most important stuff you have to get done every day will be done by the time you're about to go to bed. At least the first 3 most important things that you have to get done will be done. So if you have to stop whatever you're doing by your bedtime, it won't be as much of a burden in your mind because you've already done some of the most important stuff you have to get done during the day. I want you to treat sleep like a non-negotiable meeting with yourself. Once you have that time set, you would then set your alarm for the next day and put your phone as far away as possible, but close enough for you to still hear your alarm because we don't want you to oversleep. And that would be prepping yourself for your morning routine the night before. Before you have to get started on the first thing on your list, give yourself 1 to 2 hours in the morning to wake up and work on your morning routine. So setting alarm, for me, I have to get to work by 9 and I usually have my alarm set at 6 a.m. in the morning. And if you followed my night routine before, you'd have your phone somewhere that's far away where you have to get out of bed to get your alarm, but you can still hear it. So for me, when I put my phone in the bathroom of my bedroom and whenever my phone rings in the morning, I have to get out of bed, get to my phone and close my alarm. And that has been greatly helpful because I have to physically get out of my bed to get my alarm. And I want to encourage you to do that because that was really helpful for me. The first 5 minutes is the hardest. I understand that. But one way that really helped me is to not have a snooze alarm. I don't know how that psychology works, but before I would have alarms that's like 5 minutes apart from each other. So like 6:05, 6:10, 6:15, 6:20. That will unconsciously program my brain into thinking that I'll have more time to snooze because I'll have more alarms coming in the future. Let's not do that. Let's remove that. Give yourself one chance and one chance only. And that really helped me from preventing myself from getting to my bed again. Immediately after you close your alarm, brush your teeth. Because when you're brushing your teeth, you're gonna splash some water on your face and that's going to get you more awake than your previous state where you wanted to go back to bed. So after you brush your teeth, it's time to drink a full glass of water. For me, I like to drink a warm glass of water to wake my body up. I don't know, for some reason, if I sleep for a prolonged period, I feel like it's dehydrated. Maybe it's dry here in California, I don't know. But I like to drink a warm glass of water with some apple cider vinegar if I have it around the house. clothes, it does help me wake up a lot. After you had your glass of water, the next thing I want to encourage you to do is take off your pajama and change into your workout clothes. And by that point, you're 90% out of your bed already. It's very unlikely for you to fall back to sleep once you have changed into your workout clothes. I really do care about like hygiene. So whenever I am in my workout clothes, there is no way that I'm gonna get back to my bed because I feel like I'm gonna bring germs into it. I don't know. Anything that's not my pajama cannot go on my bed. And once you've taken all the actions, brush your teeth, drink a warm glass of water, and change into your workout clothes, let's work on your mind a little bit. Before I touch my phone, hit my emails and messages, I sit with myself in silence. This has really helped me prep my mindset, really calm my mind down before my hectic day. You know, have some alone time and really like do some mind talking, do some praying, do some meditation. That really helped me prep my mindset for my busy day ahead. So for you, you can choose to just sit in silence or you can choose to pray. Whatever you want to do that can, you know, bring more peace to your mind. If you want to try meditation, I highly recommend Hiitsmic. If you have a Netflix subscription, they have a series there where you can watch. It's very beginner friendly if you wanted to try out meditation. That's how I got started with meditation, so I highly recommend them. Not sponsored, by the way, but I wanted to quickly show you what this journal has inside. It starts with 3 things that you're grateful for, and then it goes into what would make today great. It goes into daily affirmations, and then at night you would then spend another 5 minutes to write down 3 amazing things that happened today and how can I make today even better. Writing in this journal has definitely helped me reflect on my day, feeling grateful of what I've achieved, feeling grateful of what I have, just overall boost my mental health to a more positive state. So I highly recommend you trying out this journal. It's available on Amazon. Once you work on your mind a little bit, it's time to get moving. Energy is created, not waited on. So after you wrote in your journal, practice some meditation, it's time to get the workout done. Before I go to my workout, I would take a light bite, a small but healthy breakfast to really prep my body for my workout, and then I would leave immediately to, it's either to a gym or I would bike to Disney where they have a gym there. I would usually do about 30 minutes of weightlifting and then followed by 20 to 30 minutes of cardio exercise. Working out is one of the non-negotiables for me for my morning routine because every time I work out, I feel like I've achieved so much during my day already, and that has led me to being more efficient at work and just feeling so grateful that I've achieved this goal in the morning. And it sounds like I've got it all figured out, right? Like my mornings are perfect. No, I think it's very important for me to mention that I've had days where I did not feel like working out, and I've even had days where I skipped a workout. It's not a good practice, but I think it is very important for me to be really honest with you here. Like my life is not perfect. There are mornings where I did not do a workout, but the core concept here is to be consistent with what you've committed to. It's okay if you skip one day working out. It is more important for you to stay consistent to that goal. So for maybe like tomorrow or even a few more days after, later this week, you still get out there and get a workout done. Consistency is key. Exercising will be my last step to my morning routine, and after that I feel so ready to tackle my day, and hopefully this morning routine can really help you to set yourself at a really good state to tackle your busy day as well. So to recap all of that, my morning routine starts the night before. Have an alarm set that you have to stop whatever you have to do at the moment and start getting yourself ready for bed. Set your alarm and place your phone far away that you have to get out of bed to hit it, but close enough for you to hear it. Brush your teeth, drink a glass of water, change into your workout clothes. Have a moment of silence with yourself, meditate, pray, write in your journal, and do a workout. Doesn't have to be long, 15 minutes is well enough. And I want to credit my morning routine to an amazing book that I've read called The Miracle Morning. This book has really helped me prep my morning routine and has helped me greatly in life too in pursuing my own personal goals. So I highly recommend you give it a read because in that book, it highlights a lot more details not covered in today's video. And again, this is a becoming channel. This channel isn't about being perfect. I'm still working towards many of my personal goals, and some days I do mess up, but I hope this video gives you some tips and ideas for you to feel motivated to work on yourself too. In the comments below, drop something that you wanted to try out this week. And if you're new here, welcome to my channel. I share what it's really like to juggle a very busy life with a full-time job and learn new skills and side hustles. So subscribe if you feel like you're on a similar journey as me. Check out this video, linked right here, where I talk about how to take actions to step outside of your comfort zone, stay uncomfortable, but grow. Until next time, my name is Miss Shaw. See you there. Bye.